Good day, everyone. Our topic for today is all about addition of rational numbers. But before that, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button for more updates. Also, you will find different subjects in this YouTube channel. Just select the playlists section. And now let's proceed to our main topic for today, which is all about addition of rational numbers. So the first part of our lesson is addition of like fractions. Like fractions muna yung gagawin natin. When fractions have the same denominator, they are like fractions. So pareho ang mga denominators nila, ang tawag natin sa kanila ay similar fractions or like fractions. You can add or subtract fractions when you have the like fractions. Example, 4 over 5, 7 over 5, 6 over 5, 3 over 5, 2 over 5, and 5 over 5 are like fractions or similar fractions. Ibig sabihin, sila yung mga fractions na pare-pareho ang denominator. So these are all like fractions. Adding like fractions. So paano ba mag-add ng like fractions? First, make sure that you have like fractions. Second, add the numerators. Third, write the sum over the denominator. And fourth, write the answer in simplest form. Example, we have 1 over 6 and 4 over 6. Make sure that you have the like fraction. So in this portion, we have the like fractions, and that is 1 over 6 and 4 over 6 because they have the same denominator, which is number 6. Then, add the numerators. So we will add 1 plus 4, and that is 5. Write the sum over the denominator. So, we have 5 over 6. So, kapag nag-add tayo, i-add lang natin yung numerator, yung mga number na nasa taas kapag like fractions or in all fractions. And then, sa denominator naman, ikakopy lang natin yung number. So, we have 5 over 6. Then write the answer in simplest form. In this particular example, it is already a simplest form, 5 over 6, because it is a proper fraction. So the answer is 5 over 6. So that's all about for the addition of like fractions. Now, how about addition of unlike fractions? For the unlike fractions, these are fractions that have different denominators. Halimbawa, so 2/3, 3/4, 5 over 6, and 5 over 8. These examples have different denominators or iba-iba yung number nila sa baba. Adding or subtracting with unlike fractions is not that different from adding or subtracting like fractions. You just have to find the common denominators of each fraction. Changing unlike to like fractions. Steps 1. First, find a common multiple that will go into both denominators. So, hahanapan natin sila ng common multiple. Second, multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number so the denominator is the same as the common multiple. Whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. So for instance, we have 2 over 3 and 5 over 6. So how will we going to add this? So paano natin sila i-add? First, find the common multiple that will go to both denominators. So ang denominator natin ay may mga multiple na 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. Sa second fraction natin, meron siyang multiples na 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and 36. Ang common multiple nilang pareho ay 6. Ito yung pinakamaliit na number na pwede kong i-divide sa dalawa. So, we have 6. And that will be our common denominator. And then, to get the 6 in 3, we have 3 times 2. At yun din ang gagawin natin sa kanyang numerator. To get 6 in the denominator, 5 over 6, we have 6 times 1. At yun din ang gagawin natin sa kanyang numerator. So, 2 times 2 is 4. And 5 times 1 is 5. So, in 2/3, we have 4 over 6. In 5 over 6, we have 5 over 6. The same. Now, you're ready to use this fraction for addition and subtraction. Okay, we need a common denominator for this particular example. 1/2 plus 3 over 7. So, we have 2 and 7 as our denominator. So, for the 2, we need to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. For 7, we have 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So, their common multiple is 14. Since they have 14, the first number in common that appears on both lists becomes the common denominator. So, for this, we have 14. Pero paano ba magkukuha ang 14 sa 2? We need to multiply 7. So, therefore, we need to multiply 7 also to the denominator. So, 1 times 7 is 7. Sa ibaba naman, paano natin makukuha ang 14 kung ang ating denominator ay 7? So, we need to multiply it by 2. So ganun din ang gagawin sa ating numerator. So, we have 3 times 2, 6. With that, we can now copy 14. And then we can now add our numerator, which is 7 plus 6. That's equal to 13. So this is now our final answer, 13 over 14. Another, we have 3 over 7 plus 1 over 5. We need to get the common multiple of 7 and 5. So we need to count 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, and 63. For the 5, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So as you can see, they have the same multiple, which is equal to 35. So kung 35 man yun, paano makukuha ang 35 sa 7? I mean, using the number 7 as your denominator. So you need to multiply it by 5. So 7 times 5 is 35. How about in the 35 when you have a denominator 5? So you need to multiply 5 into 7 to get 35. Kung anong ginawa mo dito sa kanyang denominator, ganun ang gagawin mo sa kanyang numerator. So kung nag-multiply tayo ng 5 sa 7, mag-multiply din tayo ng 5 sa 3, which is 3 times 5 is equal to 15. And here, we have times 7, which is equal to 7. We now copy the denominator because they have now the same denominator. Pwede na natin pag-add ang 15 and 7. 15 plus 7 is 22. Therefore, our final answer is 22 over 35. So next naman, we have 4 over 7 plus 3 over 8. We need a common denominator to add this fraction. So, for the 7th, we need to count by 7. So we have 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, and 63. For the 8, we have 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, and 72. So they have a common multiple of 56. How to get 56 when you have a denominator of 7? Multiply 7 by 8, so you will get 56. If you do multiples of 8 and 7, you need to do it in the denominator. So, maglalagay din tayo ng times 8. 4 times 8 is 32. Sa ibaba naman, meron tayong 8 as our denominator. Paano natin makuha yung 56? So, multiply it by 7. 8 times 7 is 56. And 3 times 7 is 21. Since pareho na ang denominator natin, we can now copy the denominator and add the numerator. 32 plus 21 is equal to 53. Therefore, our final answer is 53 over 56. Next, we have 3 over 5 plus 2 over 3. So, for the 3, we need to count 3, 6, 9, 12, 4, 15, 18, 21, 24, and 27. For the next one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Sa tingin nyo, ano ang kanilang common multiple? Correct. They have 15 for both 3 and 5. So, maglalagay ka ng 15 as a denominator. Paano mo makukuha ang 15 if you have a denominator of 5? Multiply 5 by 3. So, we have 15. Kung anong ginawa mo sa denominator, maglalagay ka rin ng times 3 sa numerator. So, 3 times 3 is 9. Dito naman sa second one, paano mo makukuha ang 15 kung meron kang denominator na 3? Multiply 3 by 5. So, ganun din ang gagawin sa 2 sa kanyang numerator. So, 2 times 5 is 10 and 3 times 5 is 15. Since pareho na ang denominator natin, pwede na natin pag-add ang numerator. So, copy the denominator. 9 plus 10 is equal to 19. So, we have 19 over 15. But for this particular example, hindi pa ito ang ating final answer. Kasi improper siya. Ibig sabihin, mas mataas ang numerator kaysa sa denominator. So, kailangan natin siyang i-divide or kunin yung kanyang mixed number. So, ilang 15 meron sa 19? Tama. Meron lang tayong isa. 15 times 1 times 15 is 15. 15 minus 19 is equal to 4. Then, copy the denominator. So, we have 1 and 4 over 15 as our final answer. I repeat, paano ba kumuha ng mixed number? Kung improper fraction ang iyong answer. Improper fraction, ito yung mas mataas ang numerator kaysa sa denominator. So, ang gagawin lang, tignan kung ilang 15 ang mayroon sa 19. So, meron lang tayong isang 15 na pwede. So, 1 times 15 is 15. 15 minus 19 is 4. Over, copy the denominator, which is equal to 15. So, you will have 1 and 4 over 15. Or just simply divide 19 divided by 15. And you will get the same answer. Now, paano naman mag-add ng mixed fractions? First, let's remember this from last year. How to change mixed number to an improper fraction. Yun ang una natin gagawin. Kailangan, alamin muna natin kung paano natin gawing improper fraction yung ating mixed number. So, for this particular example, multiply the whole number times the denominator. So, 2 times 4 is 8. Add your answer to the numerator. So, 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Then, put your new number to the denominator. So, we have the number 2 will be put in the denominator. So, kokopyahin lang natin yung denominator dito. I repeat, 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Then, copy the denominator. So, meron na tayong improper fraction na 9 over 2. Again, ang improper fraction ay yung numerator ay mas mataas kaysa sa denominator. Ang mixed number naman ay combination ng whole number at proper fraction. Okay? Okay, next. Multiply, again, 6 times 3, 18, plus 2 is equal to 20 over, copy the denominator, 3. Okay, how add mixed number? Paano mag-add ng mixed number? Gaya na ginawa natin, kailangan muna natin ng convert to improper fraction. So, we have 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. Then, copy the denominator, 5. Plus 4 times 3, 12 plus 1, 13 over 3. Then, after that, we need to get the denominators must be the same. So, para maging pareho ang ating denominator, multiply them both by times 3 and times 5. Kagaya dun sa ginawa natin kanina. So, hanapin natin yung kanilang common multiples. So, ang kanilang common multiples ay 15. How to get 15 when you have denominator 5? Multiply it by 3. How to get 15 when you have a denominator 5? Multiply it by 5. Kung anong ginawa mo sa ilalim or sa denominators, ganun din ang i-multiply mo sa mga numerators. So, you will have 15 for both two terms as the denominator. So 17 times 3 is 51 and 13 times 5 is 65. Only add the numerators. So pwede na natin pag-add ang mga numerators at kokopyahin lang natin ang mga denominators. So we have 116 over 15. And for the final answer, leave in simplest form. So the simplest form is 7 and 11 over 15. Kasi meron tayong 7 na 15 sa 116. Okay? At ang kanilang answer is 105. So 105 minus 116 is 11. Then copy the denominator, which is equal to 15. So this is our now final answer for the expression 3 and 2 over 5 plus 4 and 1 over 3. So that's all about for the addition of rational numbers. Thank you very much for listening.